there was a real desire in certain parts of our community to embrace advocacy for the world in which we want to exist and think about how we could be more of an advocacy-oriented organization. And I want to be careful about the word political, because the way that I think about this is free knowledge is inherently radical, right? The idea that we exist to liberate information, perhaps not in the most dramatic of ways, Wikipedians are very rule-abiding, but that is ultimately what we're trying to do, is something that flies in the face of thousands of years of human history that has really seen literal empires and great wealth built off of the accumulation and control of information. And so what that means is that our mission in and of itself is radical. And when we run into the realities that are commercial or political, we have to recognize that our mission can be political. It does not mean that we are partisan. And I think that that is something that is a struggle that we will have to engage with over the course of the years to come. The web that we were created in was a very different felt like a very different environment. I don't actually want to sort of buy into the naivete that it was, but it felt like a different environment, and certainly one in which there was far less scrutiny as to the motives and sort of the implications for the work that we did. Today, I think that we have to contend with the fact that the information and the mission that we seek to serve is something that is going to be controversial in places, and we have to decide how much do we want to step into that controversy in order to defend the underlying circumstances that are necessary for our mission to actually be achievable. And I believe that there's an expression in Wikimedia that you need to be bold, revert and be bold. I believe that we need to be bold on this one. I think we also do need to be careful, though, that we are not taking up the credibility and trust and power that the institution has been imbued with through the participation of so many people over time and using it in a way that is reckless.
So what is reckless?
Mm-hmm. I think reckless is being there's been a temptation over the course of the past few months, at least within the Wikimedia Foundation and some parts of our communities, to respond to what feels like an unprecedented public discourse globally. And I believe that responding in a way that responds to that discourse could be quite reckless. Responding in a way that advances a vision of the way that we would like to see the world, and investing in that vision, in that collaboration, in that community building, in that exchange, in inclusion, in diversity of content, that is not reckless. That is an obligation to our mission. That is setting a vision for the world in which we want to live. And that allows us to hold the banner for an alternative to the discourse in which we currently see the rest of the world fitting into.